now they're all completed. And what we're going to do is put that aside to dry out while we fold the petal up. So don't forget to close up your glue. Now let's have a look at the petal. Have a look at it here. So it's dried up nicely. And just make sure your fingers are free of any glue, because that can make the next part a little bit sticky. And I'm going to stand up so that you can see this the best. So on the sheet there are a lot of creases marked with the laser, so you can see the different parts of the crease pattern lasered out. We're going to fold on those and nowhere else. And the way it works is as follows. So what I want you to do is to start with the star side up, and I want you to just go around and find the fold that goes across the bottom of the edge of the pentagon. We're going to fold every side in the pentagon away from us. Okay, so there's the first one. And this, you can just do this by gently pinching it along. Okay. All we're doing is pinching along that pentagon edge. And work our way around. So just hold it carefully as you go, and just, just pinch it around like so, and like so, and again. So what you have is it's pinched all the way around. You might see a few little dents and things here and there. Don't worry. Those will come out. What we're going to do now is find the creases, the radial creases from the point of the pentagon that go all the way out to the edge. And we're folding a mountain fold there again. So just work your way along the crease gently until it goes flat. And then you can, use your fingers to make it nice and firm in terms of a crease. Move around to the next one. You see how gently I'm holding this sheet. This is something that takes quite some practice. And so just gently work your way along the crease. And the crease will break almost by itself along the perforations. But what I'm doing is I'm pinching either side of the sheet. I'm not actually pinching along. I'm not pinching along the fold. I'm pinching quite some distance away from the crease before it actually goes into place. Just the beauty of working with pre-scored paper. So now we will again see, I'm holding it, hardly even touching the crease, but I'm very gently, I'm hardly even putting any pressure until I get right to the end, and then I apply a full amount of pressure. So I'm pinching that. If you prefer, you can find a hard edge to place that on and to pinch that down. And then the last one here, it's going to go all the way along. Because that technique of just pressing on the crease is very important. It's very helpful in getting the creases to go in place. Now what we're going to do is find the, they're very light and very delicate. They just want to jump out of your hands. So now we're going to find the crease that is going from the point of the tip, and it's going up along here. What I'm going to do is just gently, ever so gently, get that in place. Just the edge, just the very edge of it. So just again, I'm starting out very wide and getting really I'm only applying pressure at the very, very, very edge. So what we're doing is we're just gradually getting this into shape before we do the next step where we can really apply some pressure to the creases. So just work your way all the way around each one of those. It might help to watch this several times. And then what we're going to do, and this is very, very important, is we're going to get this to come all the way in together. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make all those points meet in the middle. Now it will of course cause a little bit of chaos at the top. Don't worry about that just yet. What we're going to do is just now is we're going to put in the 2 creases that are run from the point and then touch the outer edge just here. And we do that by making sure that the petal is completely collapsed, or it's collapsed as far as we can make it. So as flat as we can make it as we're going around, and then give it a nice little pinch like that. Okay, and we'll just work our way around. We will have to do this several times. So what I'm doing is just closing it up and then folding along this part here. Getting that right up in. Okay, and this one as well. And the last one. So again, make sure the crease is all the way, make sure the petal that you're working on is all the way flat. Then find that crease and just ever so gently give it a crease. And you see I'm getting all the way inside here, getting my fingers all the way in so it's nice and creased. Now actually that's pretty much folded, but the creases aren't yet firm. So you can see if you turn it up, you should find that it's somewhat in the ORIBOKIT shape that we're going for. This is a very organic shape. The pattern will fold as it folds and unfolds over time, as moisture gets into as you know, like humidity changes the shape of your flower. They will become more organic looking, and that's part of the appeal of this work, is that it's not always flat in the way what we're about to do. So what you can do at this point to really put some firmness into the creases is to flatten it out gently, and ever so gently, because if the creases aren't in the right spot, you will find that you're putting creases where there shouldn't be. And what we do is you just work our way around, and I'm just at this point I'm just creasing the end point here, this end edge, which is this one here, because you'll find that that one hasn't quite been put in place. That sort of the rigidity of that crease hasn't gone in. So I'm doing this on the table, and you can even bend, you can kind of vary how the sheet bends to, you can even put that down side by side, that edge down on the ground, so it's really getting a nice strong crease. And next thing we will do is again firm up the creases, is just gently, we're taking one petal, is we'll fold it across to the side here and then fold it back. And so we can improve the quality of this crease by just rubbing our finger along the edge there. See, these are all techniques just to get it into shape. You will see you can even get as robust as going like so to get it. So really you can take the crease, rub it in, then fold it. So all this is part of working the shape. So this section you definitely want to watch a few times and get an idea for it. Basically all you're trying to do is get the creases as firm as possible to put as much memory into the ORIBOKIT as you can. And then once it's down, it should sit quite flat. So the petals are out flat. And you can actually, I do sometimes with some of my artwork pieces, is I will take a very light spray of water, very, very light, just ever so slightly. And what I'll do is just give it a light misting. I'm not going to do it here, but give the sheet a very, very light misting, like hardly, very, 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 very aerosolized small particles of water, and then crease it in place and leave it to sit, just to really give as much informational memory, structural memory as I can to the sheet. Okay, but basically that's it. So you can actually, at this point, you can take a break, you can sit down for, you can leave it rest like this for an hour, 2 hours, several days if you like. But we're going to continue on in just a moment, and we're going to put these two pieces together to make the ORIBOKIT sheet. So coming right back.